I'm here to talk with Julia about her business, Lasers and Sticks. Julia, you want to introduce us to what you're doing?
Yeah, so these are pieces that will become jewelry in my Etsy shop. What I make are science and math inspired laser cut jewelry, mostly necklaces, earrings, cufflinks, that are inspired by the work I do. I'm a grad student who does physics and fluid dynamics and chaos, and also by all sorts of other science. So what I have here are a bunch of molecules, all of these. Here we have caffeine, we have testosterone, sucrose, just like sugar, estrogen, serotonin, which just makes you, feel happy. I also make things like here is a chaotic spiral. It's spiral chaos. This is actually an image that comes from a real experiment made by a professor in my field, Stephen Morris, who also makes artwork from his pieces. I also make, parts of the body, like I have brains here. These are mitochondria, which are in the cell. These are liposomes, which help do drug delivery in cells. Here will be a necklace. It's a Neuron Necklace. And I also make math-inspired things. So here are Sierpinski triangle fractals. Here are Penrose tilings, which are a quasi-crystal tiling. And what am I missing? Here are teeny tiny little Saturns that'll be earrings.
Great. And what sort of woods are you using? Are these special woods or craft wood or?
These are just plain hardwood. I use primarily maple, cherry, walnut that I get made by the same people who makes woods for scroll saws. You can, order them in relatively thin sizes.
Cool. And so you said you were selling on Etsy. Can you tell me about that experience, maybe from the perspective of somebody who hasn't used Etsy and is curious about starting your own shop, or?
Yeah, sure. So Etsy is, well, if you don't know what Etsy is in the first place, it's a marketplace where people who hand make objects and people who also sell vintage objects can kind of all sell their objects in one place so that they can be found really easily. Starting an Etsy shop itself is really quite simple. As soon as you have a few items to sell and take nice pictures of them and write up a description, it's almost as easy as making an account and filling in the product description areas for each listing. And it allows you to take videos of what you're doing. It allows you to talk a whole lot about your process and your inspiration. And it allows you to connect with other sellers. There's a whole excellent forum and community where Etsy sellers, share their tips and tricks for both making objects, but also how to use Etsy in the first place and how to make sure as many people see their things as possible, and even how to learn how to do selling to stores if you want to sell in retail stores, things like that.
Great. Well, I think you have some beautiful jewelry, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with next.
Thank you.